All right, guys, welcome. We are with Miss Meredith Heller from PMI Gold Coast out in New York, right? New Jersey?
Uh-huh. New York.
New York, East Coast. Meredith runs a property management company. What kind of property management do you guys do? Is it residential, commercial?
So actually, we can do four pillars of property management: residential, commercial, association, and vacation rentals.
Very nice. What would you say the
And single family,
oh,
and
and
fixed
single
family.
family? Wow. So you guys do it all. What would you say like your biggest sector is out of those five?
Well, we do a lot of association management now, but we're breaking into vacation management. We're very excited about it.
Sweet. Yeah,
Very
the
cool.
VRBOs, I know that's blown up,
Oh yeah,
obviously.
especially after COVID.
Yep.
Everybody's itching to get back out and enjoy vacation. So looks like you guys are going to be a staple for that. That's exciting for you guys, and we're excited for you.
Yeah, we're very excited about 2023. Good things coming.
Oh yeah,
Do you guys help out with like the marketing and stuff when you do promote it on like Airbnb or VRBO? Okay. Interesting. Yeah, it's more of it's a business. So you got to think a little bit differently as opposed to just checking it out. So, well, perfect. Well, Meredith and her team have been a customer of ours since August of this year. She's been an awesome customer. She's actually our highest property management customer in terms of the amount of inspections created. We did some numbers. You guys do about 61. You're averaging about 61 inspections a month. So that blows away a lot of the property management companies that we do just in terms of volume. So that's very impressive, and I know you guys use the crap out of it. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's a good thing though. That's exactly what we want with our customers is to use it, and that's the worst thing about software is
oh yeah,
people buy apps or software, and I think the stats are after 40 to 60% of users don't ever return back to the app that they download after the very first time. So
Wow.
very high numbers, and so we're trying to fight against that. But
yep.
just to start off, like how has Spot on Site transformed your guys' businesses? Like what was your guys' process like pre Spot on Site to now?
So our process before Spot on Site was very archaic, as digitally archaic as you could get. It was take a picture, put it into a Word document, and then that's the report. It was we tried to make it look as professional as possible, but it was still something that was manually created with very limited options. It did allow us to customize things a little bit more. However, it lacked in what it had in that customization. It lacked in more detail and more professional looking item. Um, so now what we have, like now it's Spot on Site. It's we're getting a professional report, we're getting pictures, we're getting pinpoints, we're getting a little bit more of a professional looking product, especially because we do weekly inspections. So it needs to look professional. It can't look like a second grader did it. It needs to look like a professional report because that's what we're providing. That's something our company prides itself on. Is part of our services is a weekly inspection performed by a weekly inspection manager. So me myself as the manager, I'm not physically on property. I'm in the office proactively managing as opposed to losing windshield time or having that windshield time in the car. So that's what our inspections allow us is it gives us that leg up of being on property, finding things to be proactive about, and having a report that's a little bit more professional looking helps us not only present that to our clients, but also to consolidate the information and make it a little more cleaner for us to track as well.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, you nailed it on the head, and that's what we saw. That's
Yeah.
exactly why we built it right there, is because we noticed the archaic processes and all that. So,
Definitely. I mean, and then the volume you guys are putting out, 60 plus a month. I think you're really getting to see the value, not only from your perspective, but your team as well. I mean, you guys were trying to shore up the archaic process, as you said, and Spot on Site has allowed you guys to do that. So, you answered a lot of really good questions there. your old inspection, what part took the longest? Was it from start to finish pretty much, or was it, certain parts here and there? How has Spot on Site been able to shore some of that up for you guys?
So the excuse me, the whole process was really long. Me as the manager would have to physically put the report together. So the inspector would just go out, take pictures, and report back, send me the photos, and then I would have to fill in the entire report, or the managers would have to fill in the entire report. That would include filling out the actual spreadsheet we had, and then attaching all the photos and making sure it all made sense and lined up together. That was very time consuming. With Spot on Site, everything's kind of already done for me. I don't have to go in and type up what location this was or what that was. The only thing I edit when I'm in there is potentially spelling errors, and I may title it differently so that it's all consistent titling. But that's it. I don't do anything else in reference to editing the document. I'll look at it to pull the photos out for work orders, but I won't have to edit the whole document. It's very much less time consuming.
Yeah. How so this I'm going to shift gears on my next question, but when you're sharing these inspection reports with your customers, we have the two formats that we offer, which is the shareable link and then the PDF report. Obviously, we're dealing with a size issue due to email capabilities and all that, which, we're trying to alleviate right now. What do you think your customers themselves like better? Is it the PDF report or is it the shareable link?
Well, right now we're only using the shareable link. I haven't been sending the PDFs out because I don't want to have to repeat the work if the PDF comes back too large. So I've only been using the shareable link, no matter how big the document is, whether it has 1 photo or 10 photos. I would prefer to use the PDF. That way, if my board or if other clients want to save that document, they can save it. As much as they can download a PDF, that's something that they can do. Many of our board members don't want to have that extra step, or some of them may not be as tech savvy as the rest of us. So I like to try to make things as simple as possible for them by either providing them with the version that they already want or trying to not explain a detailed process or trying to make it easy for them instead of having to, oh, sorry, we can't see the offer. So it just makes it easier for them, just giving them that PDF.
Especially the board members are a little bit, we've done, as contractors, we've done a lot of work for HOAs, and the board members, majority of them are a little bit older. So the simpler it is for them, just click on something and save it or print it, the better. So
yeah,
we'll definitely get that alleviated.
Oh yeah, it alleviates the frustrations on their end and having to deal with those frustrations on your end. So that's definitely something that, is very important with the whole process for sure. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
So what would be the main reason you would recommend our product and service to other property management customers or companies?
Other companies or other customers?
Or other, I guess our customers, but other companies, I'm sorry.
Well, I think the main reason would be because it's easy to use and it kind of consolidates the information. I wouldn't talk it up and say that another company will be like, your clients will love you because we want their clients.
Right. Yeah.
But it's more about you'll have more access to, it's a Google view of the property. It makes things a lot easier to view things that are happening. You can take the picture from literally where you're standing, and the pinpoint would be from where you're standing. That I think would be the main idea of sharing and telling anybody, even the contractor that I do relationship with. If they're looking for a software, I might tell them about you guys, because it's not just for my industry. It would be for your industry or contractor industry as well, for them to be able to pinpoint, and the linear feature that you showed me is something that then could use versus something that I would use.
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Nate.
So what features and things do you think we can improve on in the future as a whole here at Spot on Site?
We want the good, the bad, the ugly too.
Yeah,
don't hold back.
That's right. Come out swinging.
I got a box of tissues ready for Nate and I.
I got a few. So as you said, we do a lot of projects. We have a lot of reports that are in our portfolio right now, and I would love a way to kind of file them
Okay.
into separate files so that I can have the most recent ones available for viewing, so I don't have to keep digging to look for them. I'd like to have them filed by client. I know that I'm assuming that I can't delete them because then the links won't work unless I save it to PDF.
Got
So
it.
I can't delete them so that I don't see them anymore, because then if our client wants to go back and look at one from a month ago and I deleted it, then they can't see it.
Correct. Okay.
That's one thing. I'm not sure if the issue that we were dealing with over the weekend has been resolved with the site crashing on me, but that was kind of a thorn in our side because we
Yep.
try to get our reports out on Fridays.
Yep.
So our inspections are usually done in the beginning of the week, so that we have the whole week to kind of look at them, put in our work orders, and then send them out, especially because it was a holiday weekend last week. So we were trying to get things done and then kind of be closed halfway through the day on Friday. I would like to be able to edit things on the computer versus on the app. As much as I am very tech savvy, sometimes it's easier to maneuver with a mouse versus the iPad.
Yep.
I think those are the only things that have come up that just repeated things that I keep thinking about when I'm doing it every week. But that would be the easiest. That would be the two things, the filing and then the editability on the computer.
Perfect.
Dashboard capability.
Yeah, dashboard capabilities. Yep.
Yep.
So, yep, it looks like we're on kind of the right track with what you're requesting to.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go back to kind of the first part that you suggested, way to kind of file your inspections. I'll just kind of let you in on a little inside secret. So what we're developing is called Portfolio View. So I'm sure you guys manage, I don't know how many select properties, but you have, let's say, 20 properties that you manage. We want to be able for you guys to categorize and sort these inspections under that property. So then you can filter it by recent or whatever, but you have it all underneath one property as opposed to having it label an inspection name every single time. And the inspections will be created underneath that property every time you go on.
Yes, exactly. So what would be ideal in my head would be a current week edit folder, and that would be everybody that's happening this week. And then underneath that would be property A, B, C, D. So that as soon as I know that current week's been sent out, I can move it into that property file.
Excellent. Okay.
Yep. Very cool.
That's great feedback. Awesome. Yeah, you've, like I said, we haven't been perfect. We've had a lot of issues that we've run into. You've been very gracious with giving us patience on correcting some of these things. I know Nate's been awesome about, getting responsive with you, and we really truly care about these issues happening. I'm pretty sure we got a resolution for the last one, but thank you so much for your patience and your feedback and all that. And we just, like I said, we want to make it better and better for you, so that way you guys spend less time on the computer doing inspections. You get time back to go do your actual job, maybe, I don't know if you want to call it fun or not, but the more fun part, instead of walking properties
It's
looking
fun.
for dings.
It's fun when I'm not being yelled at, but it's fun.
Yeah, right. Yeah, property managers do get the brunt of it sometimes.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for your continued support. And, I do know Hayden shared a little bit of tidbit information with you. We do have a lot of great things coming down the line for you guys, so that's definitely something to look out for. And, with the rapport you and I have, always feel free to reach out for anything, any questions that you run into, any help that you might need. Always know that myself and even Hayden and the rest of the guys and, our whole team, we're always here to help you guys out in any way that we can. So thank you for everything, and we really appreciate you guys.
No problem. Thank you all. Thank you both as well. This has been great. So I'm sorry if I send text messages and I'm like, I need help. Help me right now.
you're good. That's what we're here for.
Exactly.
Your responsiveness is great.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's what we're here for. So,
For sure.
Awesome, Meredith. Well, thank you so much. We'll let you get back to your million things you got to do. And, I'm sure we'll be in touch here soon.